Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Hello. Well, hello there. Excuse me while I light my dragon. The hearts to the we're still in Easter mode. You know, it's so funny to me that you know Easter. It's like it's very clearly a fertility festival. I mean, come on, bunnies, eggs, chocolate, aphrodisiacs. Like, you know, all this business about all that other stuff the the Christians would have us believe. Uh-huh. Yeah. You're not fooling anyone. How am I? I'm still sick, unfortunately. Um Dealing with a slight upper respiratory infection, just slightly. But I'm still here. The thing that coughing and hacking has done is it's made my voice very low and very resonant. Oh my God! Hi. Apparently, I've never caught you live either. That's that makes two of us. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Um, yeah. No, I mean, I make chicken soup too. I appreciate that. I do love some good chicken soup. Um, Thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. And is that a gummy bear? Huh. So as we usually do on Tuesday lives, we just hang out for a while, read a few things. If anybody has a request, um, please feel free to send it my way, either through the comments or I'm also taking requests on the Discord. Let's see. Can I be hired through ACX or other audiobook production companies? Yes, I can. It's best if you send me a direct email, though. Um, I find the ACX messaging system to be absolutely infuriating. Um, so I don't know. Yeah, people are more likely to um, reach me if you email me directly, which you can find through my link on my profile. How am I doing? How's my voice? My voice is I mean, my voice is doing okay. If I break down into a coughing fit here, then that's just kind of where I'm at. A lot of a lot of yeah, it's an upper respiratory infection, so I don't know. it makes my voice sound great. I just, I'm dealing with a lot of stuff. Extra smog tonight. Extra smog. Yeah. Yeah. So let's read a few requests from the Discord just to get the blood moving, and then see where things go from there. But thanks for joining me. It's nice to see all of you. I appreciate the hearts. Thank you, Dead Dolls. Phantom's Rogue has a quote from Khalil Gibran, which goes like this: "Do not love half lovers. Do not entertain half friends. Do not indulge in works of the half talented. Do not live half a life. Do not accept half a solution. Do not believe half truths. Do not dream half a dream. You are a whole that exists to live a life, not half a life." And I feel like it probably takes an entire lifetime to learn exactly what this quote means and what it really is trying to say. Thank you. Has anybody listened to the new audio on Quinn yet? I, I feel like that was probably my most random audio yet. It was just kind of sitting down, stream of consciousness. Didn't really go in with a plan, except for, just one rule. No, I'm talking about the restriction audio for a half hour. Yeah. I mean, it's not my best work. I will fully admit that. But sometimes, you just kind of do what you got to do. I am also on Patreon, everybody. You can find everything I do, including work that I have not posted on Quinn, on my profile here. So, thank you. Thank you for following me. All right. All right. Mandy has a quote, a poem from J. Strelu. Strelu? Strelu. "One day someone will come along who shows you what it is to be loved, who is everything you've ever dreamed of. The ghosts from your past will whisper in your ear that you don't deserve it and that you are broken. I want you to know that they are wrong. You are worthy, and you do deserve to leave the past behind." I think I heard another quote that goes right along with this, that we meet the people who are meant to resonate with us at the present time in our lives, that we are all growing and healing and changing and evolving throughout our lives, and sometimes we are evolving in different directions than the people that we start relationships with in years past. And that, we meet people who are resonant with whatever frequency we're vibrating at any given point presently. So, I don't know. however that lands. You're welcome. Yeah, that was a really good poem by Nikita Gill. She's one of my favorites. Tigress Katie has a little poem, a request from K. Augustus. More than anything, I wanted to heal you, to dip my hand into the icy, raging river of your pain, and draw out polished stones, one by one. I'm going to try that again. More than anything, I wanted to heal you, to dip my hand into the icy, raging river of your pain, and draw out polished stones, one by one. Thank you. You know, I love the story, or the sort of the mythic quality of wanting to be there and heal somebody and sort of save them in a way. But I feel like for me, as having a long history of sacrificing myself to save others, people only get saved when they want to be. And sometimes they're not willing to be saved in the way that you expect that they should be. And that's very humbling. Cruelty and Love by D.H. Lawrence. Let's see what that brings up. Ooh, this is a long one. All right, if I'm going to do a few more from the Discord, and then we'll see if we can get to that one. So, Rikita, there's a request from Thea Luna, a request by the author is Ritika Jane, and the poem is A Star Not Known. She had a language of her own way to show her love and care. She would meet people as if it has been years to the bond they share. Her eyes can touch the scars you've been hiding for long. She would caress the flaws, as that made one strong. She is a gorgeous mess, composed of the pieces broken down. Her smile is starlit, and there's beauty even in her frown. Some people started to envy her and tried to bring her to their size, as it isn't easy to appreciate someone when you're made up of endless lies. They tried to compress her sky and condense her inner starlight, but they couldn't make her universe shrink, and she shined brighter every night. So she realized her own world was enough strong, and she has been looking for beauty everywhere. But it lies right where she belongs. A Star Not Known by Rakita Jane. What tea am I enjoying? It's a turmeric ginger tea. It's it's kind of the same tea that I always drink. Today I threw a little honey in it because let's go crazy. Can I read something from Rumi? I have my Rumi book here. This is a book called The Illustrated Rumi. There's a quote that says, "Let yourself be silently drawn by the stronger pull of what you really love." Letter from Hades to Persephone by Clementine von Radix. I don't know if I've seen that. I'll have to look. Let's see. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's try it. This is Clementine von Radix. The poem is called Letter from Hades to Persephone. Tell me, losing everything is what saved you. Tell me you finally tasted freedom. Don't lie. I see it in your eyes. Women lie to their mothers. Women do not know how to use their own voices and resort to things deeper. Don't lie to me. Tell me you loved to destroy. Tell me you need me. Please. You are the bones of my spine. You are the ground beneath my feet. You are made of deeper stuff than the earth can give. Admit it. You are lost without the waiting. Can you even imagine yourself in paradise? Even the daughter of gods must know loneliness. Must sometimes want nothing more than to be trapped in a hell of forevers. Thank me, you queen. I've given you forever. Clementine von Radix, Letter from Hades to Persephone. How do you become a voice on Quinn? Well, a really great way is to develop a following on TikTok based on your voice. That's how I did it. You kind of have to make yourself so irresistible that they start beating down your door. Yeah, for the most part, they reach out to you. I mean, they do have I believe on their website they do have some kind of way for you to send in an application or something, and that's certainly a good way to do it. But I mean, that's kind of the thing is that a lot of people say, well, I'm not going to be, let's just use this as an example. People say, I'm not going to be a voice, a VA until, a voice artist until I get hired by Quinn. But really, it should be the other way around. I'm a voice artist, therefore Quinn has to hire me. You know. Here is a request that was sent to me privately. An Edgar Allan Poe poem called Alone. From childhood's hour I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone, and all I loved alone. That was Alone by Edgar Allan Poe. Next from the Discord is Elsmerath requests a Rebecca Butt quote that goes, "She asked the stars to give her strength. They giggled as they whispered back, 'My dear, you are the sun.'" I like that one. Jessica requests a poem from Robert Frost, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. Whose woods these are I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Now, I forget, when was Robert Frost alive? Was it like the 20s and 30s? $1970? Okay. A little more recent than the 20s and 30s. Aranel requests a poem from Uadon Teddy. In another life you learn to hang your rage in your closet. You understand that anger should never cling to human skin. In another life you place your grief by your bedside. Some days you stay in bed and clutch it to your chest. But more often you glance at it in the morning. Your fingers ache to hold all the loss, but your feet want to dance under the pale sky. So you dance under the pale sky instead. In another life, you learn that a hard life is still a life worth sharing. You surround yourself with tender palms, softer hearts, faces decorated with laugh lines. And in this life, you are still learning. In this life, you still have time to hang your rage, lay down the grief, dance under the pale sky. Let's see. I saw a request, Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great, and would suffice. Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Let's see. Winter Swans by Owen Shears. Okay. Let's see. All right. Winter Swans by Owen Shears. The clouds had given their all. 2 days of rain, and then a break in which we walked. The waterlogged earth, gulping for breath at our feet, as we skirted the lake, silent and apart, until the swans came and stopped us with a show of tipping in unison. As if rolling weights down their bodies to their heads, they halved themselves in the dark water, icebergs of white feather, paused before returning again, like boats riding in rough weather. They mate for life, you said, as they left. Porcelain over the stilling water. I didn't reply, but as we moved on through the afternoon light, slow-stepping the lake's shingle and sand, I noticed our hands that had somehow swum the distance between us and folded one over the other, like a pair of wings settling after flight. Winter Swans by Owen Shears. Thanks for that request. That was lovely. So for everybody, I do this every week if I can on Tuesdays. Today I did it a little bit earlier than I normally do. Usually I'm more around 3:00 during West Coast time in the U.S., but today I had to do it a bit earlier. Chris requests a poem by Ono no Komachi. A diver does not abandon a seaweed-filled bay. Will you then turn away from this floating seafoam body that waits for your gathering hands? Good evening. Well, thank you for listening to my content on Quinn. It's lovely to see all the people there, and I'm very I'm very excited by how many people are listening to me on there. It's very humbling. Thank you. Thank you for the well wishes. Maybe we could do a little bit of visualization. Because I feel like people kind of need to drop in a little bit. It's a Tuesday. We've just moved into April. It's springtime for those of us in the northern hemisphere, that is. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath. If you want to. You don't have to. But all you have to do is just breathe and listen to the sound of your breath entering your body. To capture in your mind the sound of the breeze flowing through the trees, and perhaps the scent of lavender and cedar mixed in. An ancient forest surrounds you, filling you with the deepest, loving, anchoring, grounding support. That all you have to do is just walk, and the forest just parts, as if to say, you are loved here. And before long, you might chance upon a small little cabin tucked away in a little clearing between the trees. Upon resting your hand on the doorknob, you can hear the creak of the hinges as it swings open, and inside is a cozy little room with a fur rug and apple cider steaming on the stovetop. And there, sitting in the middle of the floor in the furry rug, is one of your favorite people that you like to cuddle with. And they're just welcoming you to this perfect little oasis away from home. Because right here, feeling those arms around you, feeling your breath relax your body. All you need is right here to feel safe, grounded. And one more deep breath. I feel like invoking smell is one of the more powerful things that a person can do. Like if I just say the word lavender, I wonder how many people really like smelled it when it came through. My TMI of the day. Oh, God. If you saw the color of the loogies that I've been hacking up, very, very attractive, very, very romantic coughing and hacking. I think that's the TMI. Becca requests a poem called Lullaby by W.H. Auden. Lay your sleeping head, my love, human on my faithless arm. Time and fevers burn away individual beauty from. thoughtful children, and the grave proves the child ephemeral. But in my arms till break of day, let the living creature lie, mortal, guilty, but to me, the entirely beautiful. Soul and body have no bounds to lovers as they lie upon her tolerant enchanted slope in their ordinary swoon. Grave the vision Venus sends of supernatural sympathy, universal love and hope, while an abstract insight wakes among the glaciers and the rocks, the hermit's carnal ecstasy. Certainty, fidelity, on the stroke of midnight pass, like vibrations of a bell, and fashionable madmen raise their pedantic boring cry. Every farthing of the cost, all the dreaded cards foretell, shall be paid. But from this night, not a whisper, not a thought, not a kiss nor look be lost. Beauty, midnight, vision dies. Let the winds of dawn that blow softly round your dreaming head such a day of welcome show. Eye and knocking heart may bless, find the mortal world enough. Noons of dryness find you fed by the involuntary powers. Nights of insult let you pass, watched by every human love. Okay. As an English major who studied poetry, I'm just going to say that there are certain poets that are extraordinary in how they phrase imagery and their use of different words to capture meaning. And some of those authors, some of those poets have this, like, it's almost like they get more into the idea of having really beautiful words strung together than really capturing, it's almost like meaning salad. It's not word salad, it's like meaning salad. And I don't know. It's like let's just throw a bunch of really beautiful words together and let the reader figure out what the heck is going on. Sometimes I feel that way with poetry. How about I Love Thee by Thomas Hood? I love thee, I love thee. 'Tis all that I can say. It is my vision in the night, my dreaming in the day. The very echo of my heart, the blessing when I pray. I love thee, I love thee, is all that I can say. I love thee is ever on my tongue. In all my proudest posy, that chorus still is sung. It is the verdict of my eyes amidst the gay and young. I love thee, I love thee, a thousand maids among. I love thee, I love thee. Thy bright hazel glance, the mellow lute upon those lips whose tender tones entrance, but most, dear heart of hearts, thy proofs that still these words enhance. I love thee, I love thee, whatever be thy chance. From the Discord, Ivory Lou requests Me se trova, a poem that goes like this. Come home. Let your feet carry you back to me. Take your shoes off at the front door and place your keys in the small glass bowl on the kitchen counter. Drape your coat over the back of a dining room chair and take your socks off at the foot of the bed next to the sleeping cat. Climb under the white blankets with me, kiss me softly, and say you missed me. Tell me about your day as I drift off to sleep and kiss my cheek softly before you inevitably go. Come home to me, even if it's only momentarily. Even if you do not stay, just come home and let these hands hold you again. Come Home by Me se trova. Let's see. I think I saw a request way back up there. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. All right. This is called The Atheist by Megan Falley. The first time we made love, I realized why I never prayed. One human can only say, "Oh, God," so many times. I feel like I've read that one before. That one reminds me of another poem that I like. Oh gosh, what is it called? Nope. I think I lost it. There's a lot of really amazing, sexy poetry out there. Was that a TikTok before? Maybe it was. I don't know. I've been around long enough where I'm starting to now forget TikToks that I've done. Uh-oh. To be or not to be from Hamlet, huh? I feel like I actually did this. I performed this in, I believe, my freshman college English class or something like that. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin. Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of? Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickly o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. To be or not to be, from Hamlet. From the Discord, Amanda Joyous requests A Noiseless Patient Spider by Walt Whitman. A noiseless patient spider I marked where on a little promontory it stood, isolated. Marked how to explore the vacant vast surrounding. It launched forth filament, filament, filament out of itself, ever unreeling them, ever tirelessly speeding them. And you, oh my soul, where you stand, surrounded, detached in measureless oceans of space, ceaselessly musing, venturing, throwing, seeking the spheres to connect them, till the bridge you will need be formed, till the ductile anchor hold, till the gossamer thread you fling catch somewhere. Oh, my soul. Do I have a favorite audio I've done? I think probably my favorite audio. I mean, I have two favorites, really. The Heretic series, the Vampire Heretic series that I did, was a lot of fun to put together, and also the Please Hades series that I did. Both of those felt really edgy for me to do, and it was really, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody. One more request from Call Me Q. It's by Lyra Wren. Oh, sweet Persephone, even mortal women must break from their mothers to begin something new. So when you peeled that pomegranate and ate its seeds, did it taste of freedom? Did the darkness offer you something that springtime and light never could? The gods always pegged you as one thing, but not him. He recognized the duality within you. He saw you and saw a queen. I hear the nymphs cried for you and asked if you were afraid. I hear thorns grew at your feet, and when your ichor bled into the underworld, you warned the gods against a woman's contradictions and said, "It is me they should fear." I feel like that's very similar to the other poem. Let's see. Let's see. Interesting. This poem by Lyra Wren is very similar to the poem Letter from Hades to Persephone by Clementine von Radix. I wonder if one took inspiration from the other. All right, everybody. Well, I hate to end a little bit sooner than usual. My throat is unfortunately needing a break. I am, yeah. I'm sort of fighting coughing right now, dealing with a little bit of an upper respiratory issue. So, thank you everybody for joining me. Hopefully by next week I will be in a better spot. But until then, thank you everybody. Sending you all my love. And I'll talk to you later.